between delegate and event. Difference between delegate and event. So delegate helps you for achieving the asynchronous call. Asynchronous call. I'm requesting write down everyone in a copy. So delegate helps you for asynchronous call. Delegate helps you for anonymous method. This is so important topic. Anonymous method. Delegate helps you for lambda expression. Question was in interview. How you can differentiate a delegate with event. So asynchronous call, anonymous method, lambda expression. It helps you for event creation. Look at. So delegate is a process, Delegate is a process to make an event. And the most important also a feature of delegate is it helps you for multicasting. It also helps you for multicasting. And using multicasting, you can achieve dynamic method invocation. So big topic, so big topic. So delegate helps for event creation. Delegate helps for asynchronous call. Delegate helps you for anonymous method. It helps you for lambda expression, right? And delegate also helps you for the multicasting. And using multicasting, you can achieve the dynamic method invocation, right? Event is a wrapper of delegate. And delegate is a wrapper of function. Think for any user interface. Any user interface. So user interface perform the action by the event. Event internally associate with delegate. Event internally associate with delegate. It's a user interface. We perform the A for action. What is event in C#? The user perform the action using the event. So you can perform the action by the event. Or event is meant for performing the action. Event is meant for performing the action. An event logically associate to delegate and delegate associate to what your a function. So don't forget this theory, this equation in an interview. Okay, what is the role of event? Look at this architecture. And at this point, never forget this equation, So user perform the action by the event, and event is attached with delegate. So how event is associated to delegate? So at this point, a multicast delegate comes into picture. So important topic and so intellectual topic. So event, user perform the action, then event will be triggered, or to trigger the event means I want to perform the action. So once user perform the action by the event, then event attached with the delegate using multicast delegate. Multicast delegate. So what is multicast delegate? There are several use of, even though there are several use of multicast delegate, but the best example in an interview level, a project level, look at, so if you want to attach a delegate with event, is called plus equal to and minus equal to. So plus equal to and minus equal to is the operator of multicast delegate class. So if you want to attach delegate with event, a plus equal to is operator and minus equal to is operator. You can see these operators. There are several operators available in the class called multicast delegate class. So one use of multicast delegate class is to associate the delegate with event. One use of multicast delegate class is to associate the delegate with event using a plus equal to or minus equal to. An event attached with delegate or delegate can execute those functions whose signature match with the delegate. So now this equation is so important. You choose any topic. You go for ASP.NET, same pattern ASP.NET. You want to go for WPF programming. You want to go for window programming. So this equation is common for any application in .NET. Like suppose there is a user interface, ASPX. This equation is everywhere. Look at the live example of this equation. There is a ASPX space, or there is a CS file. There is a CS file, or there is a button. So when you click on a button, so what is click? To perform the action. Click is meant for performing the action, and click is the event. So overall, event is meant for performing the action. So event is meant for performing the action. So when you click on a button, by the click event, so plus equal to is called register. So I want to register the delegate with event. And delegate is event handler. And event handler delegate attached with a function. So page load is a function. And this function takes two parameters. Why this function takes a two parameter? Because event handler is a delegate. Event handler is a delegate. Event handler is a delegate, and event handler delegate will call those functions which takes two parameters. One is called object and second called event args. Event args. And function returns as a void. Function returns as a void. So object dot event plus equal to event handler or event handler delegate will associate to a function called page load. So whenever user click on a button, look at the exercise. Now, it means if someone asks me, what's the major difference between ASP.NET and MVC? This is the topic. Will give you ultimate answer in an interview. Several differences available in YouTube and C# Corner and multiple websites. But a person who worked several years in ASP.NET and now he's currently working in MVC, he can give amazing example because he is discussing what he has done several years so far. He said, I go to controller, I open the controller, I define the function. I define the function. And function gives me URL. The same point of time, the person who worked in ASP.NET says ASPX and CS. And CS. So open the CS file and add a function. And add a function. The same developer worked several years in IT. Look at his experience, a comparison between MVC over ASP.NET. He says, I'm having the function within the code behind, okay? And same function available in controller. Same function name I'm taking in controller. Can you execute this function of code behind without event? No. So none of the function of code behind class you can trigger without the help of event. And very nice MVC architecture. So whenever user requests to MVC, the default controller factory instantiate the controller class, and you can execute the function by giving the function name in a URL. Great. HTTP, localhost, port number, / controller name, whatever controller name, and then function name. Look at how we execute the function in MVC controller. To execute the MVC controller function, I just give the function name in URL. And same point of time, I'm opening the one more instance of I'm opening the second instance of ASP.NET. I'm taking the function in code behind. I'm not supposed to call this function without event. So look at what exactly MVC is. MVC is front controller pattern based. In MVC, front controller pattern based. And in case of front controller pattern, if you want to execute your function of controller, just you can write the function name in the URL, HTTP localhost / controller / action name is called function name. Look at so easy to call the function in MVC controller. The same developer is enjoying and is giving the real answer. Now recall C#, and same developer worked in C#. What he says, I do have a function within the class. How you can call this function? I instantiate the class, I call the function. Great. I instantiate the class, I do call the function. Same pattern available in MVC controller. I do have a function within the controller, and default controller factory internally creates an object of controller class to call the function. But I'm so unfortunate, I have taken this same function in code behind class in ASP.NET. You cannot, none of the function, always keep in mind this statement, none of the function available in code behind class, you can call without the support of event. That's why ASP.NET is a page controller pattern. ASP.NET is a page controller pattern. ASP.NET is based on page page controller pattern. Page controller pattern. So you have to go the code behind by the page. So page class or page plays a major role to go inside the code behind in ASP.NET. That's why ASP.NET is based on page controller pattern. In case of MVC, if you want to go inside the controller, there is no role of view. There is no role of view because I do write HTTP, localhost, the controller name, and then the action name. The view does not play any kind of role for request pipeline MVC. In ASP.NET request pipeline, you're not supposed to execute your code behind without the ASPX. I request to page. I don't request to my view in MVC. I request to controller. The moment if I request to controller, then default controller factory instantiate the control class to call the function. Overall, I'm trying to compare, or trying to convince how MVC is giving you amazing feature where function of a class, function of control class, you can call without event, but function of code behind class, you can't call without the event. Today, don't mind, open the code behind and to add any function. You cannot execute this function. We cannot call this function without any event support. Without any event support. It means, take an example, the live example. This is my ASPX page and we have the CS file. Click somewhere on the ASPX page. Anywhere you click. The moment you click anywhere in this ASPX page, what you are getting in code behind. Go and try. Public void page underscore load. But it comes by default. When you click somewhere on the ASPX page, load. And this function takes two parameters. Why this function takes two parameters? The reason is the delegate of this function, event ARGS. The delegate of this function is tightly coupled with the signature, definitely, and give any parameter object. This is the function. And this function will be called from the delegate is called event handler. So event handler is a delegate for this function. And this event handler delegate will be called by plus equal to or release minus equal to by the event is called load. Okay. Yes, load is an event. Load is an event. And whenever user requests to ASP.NET page, then who will instantiate the code behind class? The page controller factory. So page controller factory internally, page controller factory, page controller factory, page controller factory internally instantiate the code behind class, then object of code behind class will be created as soon as an object of code behind class will be created. Then you can associate, then do associate the event with the object by the plus equal, by the dot operator, and event will attach with the delegate by the plus equal to operator. Object dot event is called load. Look at this signature. Object dot load plus equal to new plus equal to new event handler. Event handler. And this delegate takes parameter as a function is called page load. Look at the long exercise for call now. This is the architecture of ASP.NET. Now you have taken the function public. This is my function. This is my function public void display. Display. Or this function returns suppose a string. This function returns suppose a string. String. And return is return double quotes Deepak Gupta. I want to run this function in ASP.NET Code behind. You have to, and you are supposed to, or you are bonded to call this function by the page load. It means to call your function, you require someone function. To call your function, you have to call this function by the page load or any event. So your function will be called by page load function, and page load function will be called by the delegate, or delegate will be called by the plus equal to operator using the event, and event will be called by the object, and object will be created by the page handler factory. So look at the long exercise for calling any function of code behind class in ASP.NET. First stage object, next stage event, third stage is your multicast plus equal to, next stage your delegate, next stage your his function is called page load whatever, and then your function, Look at the long exercise of calling any function of code behind class. And if you have same function in MVC, great. Same function, just go to MVC controller, define this function, figure out. Now come back to browser, HTTP localhost, port number, the name of the class where function belongs is called my controller name, and then function name. Forget. This is how the function will be called in case of MVC. So look at understand the importance of your event. So without event, nothing is possible in case of ASP.NET because it is based on page controller pattern. MVC is based on front controller pattern. Look at, if you want to call the function by controller, look at the benefit. But if you want to call this function by the page, look at the typical architecture.